Year 9 Trigonometry Exam Practice Question 7. So, first thing we need to do, it says for the third triangle KLM, the length of K to L, so K to P, so from here all the way through to here is 2. And then it says let M to K be X, and let P to L be Y. So P all the way to L is our Y. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, it says find X. So that's easy because we've got a small triangle here, and I'm just going to draw the triangle again on what we are looking at. So we know we've got a height of X, we've got a hypotenuse of 6, and we've got a base of 2. So that's the first step that we need to think about. Now here we are just going to use Pythagoras' theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So a squared is, a is 2, so that means 2 squared is 4. My b, I don't know, so leave it as b squared, is equal to c, which is 6 squared. 6 squared is 6 times 6 is 36. I would like to get b by itself, so I'm taking away 4 from both sides. That leaves me with b squared equals 36 minus 4. 36 minus 4 is 32. Now I just need to get b by itself. In that case, I just need to square root both sides, and that leaves me with b equaling 5.66. So the next thing it asks me is to find out what y is. So I'm going to look at the big triangle now, and so I'll make some space here. Now, the first thing I think about with my big triangle is I'm just going to look at from K to L. So that just means my height, my x, I've already worked out. I've worked out is 5.66. I know my hypotenuse is 15. And I don't know what K to L is. So I'm going to find that out now. So this will be my A, this will be my B, and my longest side is C. So again, I'm using Pythagoras' theorem. A squared plus B, so 5.6 squared. Now we know 5.66 squared is 32.04. So we've got 32.04 is equal to c squared, and our c is 15. So 15 squared is 225. Now, to get a by itself, I just need to take away 32.04 from both sides. Now we know that a squared is 225 minus 32.04, and that equals 192.96. To get a by itself, I need to square root it. So that means a is equal to 13.89. Now one thing we know, a is from L all the way to K. Y is just P to L. So we need to take away 2 to be able to find that distance. So we now need to just take away 2. And that gives us 11.89. Now let's clear this so we can look at the third part of this task. Okay, so now we found x and y, we can then go to the next step, and it says find the angle of MLK. So we're wanting to find this angle. So straight away we just need to have two sides, and we've got two sides. We've got the height and we've got the hypotenuse. So I'm just going to use O and H. That means I'm using the ratio of sine. Sine alpha is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. To get the angle by itself, I need to do the inverse. That means I am doing the alpha is equal to the inverse of sine, and it's timesing by opposite over hypotenuse. So now I've got the angle by itself. I just need to put in my information. That means I've got sine -1, our opposite is 5.66, and my hypotenuse is 15. So let's quickly put that into the calculator. So sine -1, 5.66 divided by 15, and it should spit out our angle and tell me that my angle is 22.17 degrees.